Welcome to Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle, LaPorte County's original social media. Sound Off is a public interest forum that encourages your voice to be heard on the topics and issues impacting our local communities. We invite you to be part of the conversation by calling or texting 219-362-0522. You may also email your questions to soundoff@967theeagle.com. This is a topic-based program, and we ask that you keep your comments brief, concise, and related to the topic being discussed. The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the hosts or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. The on-air line is now open for your calls or texts at 219-362-0522. And now, Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
And welcome to Sound Off on this Friday, the Friday before Memorial Day weekend. Stan Maddox here. We have a guest on our show today. It's LaPorte Mayor Tom Dermody, so give us a call. Our Sowers GMC on-air line and text line one more time, 362-0522. Mayor Dermody, as always, welcome to Sound Off.
Great to be here on this Friday holiday. Let's not forget why it is a holiday, Memorial Day, for all of those that paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. And thank you to all our service members and everyone that put their life on the line for us.
Yeah, Memorial Day ceremony, of course, is held annually at Fox Park. What time does that begin?
I believe 11 a.m. It's a wonderful service, and don't miss it.
Are you going to be one of the speakers?
I will not be this year, but I will be there, and I hope everybody comes out to support family members, friends, or just come out to support our veterans in general. So looking forward to it. And, again, right now we've got a ton going on, I must admit. You know, I see Porta Pit just down the street on Lincoln Way out in front by Dairy Queen there. Stan, you're licking your chops, I can tell, for a little. You got to love
nothing like Porta Pit chicken. Yeah, it's the best.
Boy, they do a great job, and we've got work going on everywhere. In fact, I just got an update. Park Road, Severs Road, all that, and I want to thank everybody for their patience. But all that work is Genesis to 100. I'm not sure what'll get completed today, but paving out there, and it's going to look phenomenal. We also have our paving list out, plus our street department out doing things. We tried some things with Madison Street just north of Lincoln Way, but we're using our street department, water, engineering to come up with new ways because obviously the cuts are going to come with the state, and find different ways as we continue to do ways to pave our streets that our residents can be proud of, as well as our sidewalks, plus our water infrastructure, our wastewater infrastructure. There's a lot of work happening. And then obviously Indiana Ave. And then you throw in, though, situations like you and I spoke about, this woman who overdosed, the gentleman that was arrested by the police, almost hit an officer, which is unacceptable. Full arrest powers, everything that we can put on this gentleman for almost hitting an officer. But then 11, 15 dogs, how many ever, and they were not friendly dogs. They were mean dogs. How do you do that in a house? Just unacceptable. We're working Jeff Batchelor, Paula Stokes, amazing people that now all of a sudden we've got to deal with these 11 to 15 dogs.
That's a lot.
A ton of it.
Yeah, I saw the police report. Apparently, the man was rushing the woman to the hospital because she was overdosing. But in the vehicle, they had, 14, 15, maybe as many as 20 dogs. I mean, that's kind of crazy.
It is, and it's ridiculous.
And those dogs were kept in their house, right, on Grove Street. You guys have condemned that house, right?
We had condemned the house. We've been giving several opportunities to clean it up. But we've got, people have neighbors there. I think if you hit inbox there or inbox up above, I'm doing Stan's work on it. No.
Yeah, we don't have anybody.
So you want to text us questions, but yeah, it's just ridiculous. Have some controls. We just went through the one situation with the dog killing the neighbor's dog, and easily could have turned on that poor 82-year-old woman who was really stuck in a corner defending herself, trying to get the one pit bull off her dogs by hitting with a broom. People should not have to do with that. If you're going to get an animal, take it serious, because really it's the dog owner's fault, not the animal's fault.
Yeah, the Board of Works approved euthanizing at least 2 of those dogs, and then the 3 other dogs were not registered with the city. They've been trying to locate those dogs to carry out the order to euthanize and to relocate the other dogs or whatever, but apparently the owner's hiding the dogs. Any updates on that situation?
We don't, and again, it's not Jeff or Paula Stokes' fault. When you have 5 pit bulls in a house, what do you think is going to happen? And this poor woman, just wants to live her life as an 82-year-old senior, has family come over, and now she's fearful to go outside, fearful of what could happen with her dogs. So let's have some control. We will protect our residents and do what's best for them.
All right. Of course, Memorial Day weekend means the start of the farmers market season. That's going to start on Sunday, of course, at Lincoln Way, Him and Rose Street. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. this year. It's an hour behind what was scheduled last year.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mandy Crickon, the collective, it doesn't get better. I think she runs the best farmed and forged. And look, when you remember what those Saturday mornings for a farmer's market looked like, and then we moved it to Sunday, and I wasn't sure when Mandy said, hey, let me run this, let's move it to Sunday. I was like, I don't know what I think about that, but I said, hey, she's the professional. Let's roll with it. And Sunday will be a great day. It's a nice day. She always has music, great vendors, a lot of fresh fruit, a lot of fresh vegetables. I love the strawberries and peaches. They're probably not in season yet, but at some point this summer, I'll be bagging it up and come out, enjoy, whether it's for 5 minutes, whether it's for 4 hours. Come enjoy it. And that's such a cool place. I really think I'd love to see that road just shut off permanently and made it into more fun walking areas. And, our small businesses throughout would enjoy, I think, that, having the option for people just to hang out. And, once we work with the state about removing truck traffic, providing alternative routes, and it doesn't have to be a corridor. It can be current state routes. What do we need to do for that? But, yeah, our downtown still has work to do, but I'm excited. And I want to give props to Jamie Novak from our engineering department. She's working on eliminating some of the trees down there so that we can get some more lighting, different things. And it's phenomenal.
All right. Hey, we got a text message. I just want to say thank you to the mayor for handling the situation at Michigan Avenue earlier this month. You guys do an amazing job. Thank you again. What happened on Michigan Avenue?
Well, I think that was probably the snake, the 21-foot.
Oh, yeah.
Snake keeping people safe. And again, friends, foes, anybody, we're just out doing our job to make LaPorte the best it can be. I mean, if you look at the pit bulls, and I know there was a report filed, a potential threatening towards myself and Jeff Batchelor, if those dogs are removed or euthanized, what's going to happen to us? And, people don't see that every day.
Oh, who made the threat?
Well, I'm not going to get involved. You can call the police for that report, but it's unacceptable. And Paul Stokes can't even go to Walmart without potentially being confronted by a dog owner. These people work hard, and we're going to protect them. I'm the elected official, and it's just unacceptable, especially when we have one of the individuals going to another member of our team's home. That's off limits. And you're setting up, in my mind, setting yourself up for a real problem.
Yeah.
You come to one of our homes and put our families at risk, our children at risk over this situation. Unacceptable.
it seems like the thinking here is flipped upside down. I mean, they're more concerned about their vicious animals and the safety of a live human being.
Well, and you think about Mayor Rumley and his wife, and they were murdered
a long time
years ago
yeah.
over a situation, I think, that dealt with, making comments or wanting respect for their mother, and so they go break into Mayor Rumley's house, kill him, and eventually kill, both of them. Just unacceptable. And in this day and age, with what you see in social media and those individuals that have to get their 15 minutes of fame by encouraging others to go after city people or do things like that, that's when we're going to run into a problem.
I suppose this is being taken seriously by the police. How are they going to ultimately file charges?
Matt Drangmeister, the chief, and our department have been wonderful, and they don't take this as a joke. So it's taken serious, and it will continue to do so because we have more work to do in the city. And let's not get caught up in these little things because we want to keep continuing to get our water infrastructure done, our road infrastructure, all of that. Bring businesses here. Make sure the businesses that are here are growing to provide options for our citizens and our kids that are graduating, because it is a great place to be, as you know this. Even Porta Pit, just for you.
Right, yeah, Porta Pit, nothing better than that, that's for sure. But was the threat made on social media?
So, Stan, I'm not sure if you missed the first or second time when I said you can talk to the police department about them.
Okay. Well, I figure, hey, you're here. Well, let's flush it out now.
It wasn't on social media, though.
All right, another text message. Somebody is saying, is the shopping mall still coming to Newport Landing? It's still alive.
It's still very alive. Mr. Cook, Bert Cook, is working with developers to make something happen, and I can't wait. I want to see that happen. I hope we can, and the developer can come together to say, hey, let's bring these retail locations to LaPorte. Let's show them that it's worth their commitment to develop those buildings and make it happen.
Yeah, the developer of that had his purchase agreement extended, I think, for another 90 days recently. So it's alive.
It definitely is, and I'm excited. So, we're not stirring the pot or getting any calls here. I'm surprised, but it is a Friday before a holiday.
Yeah, well, we got to take a quick commercial break, but after the break, I'm sure people will start firing those missiles at you, Tom. Stay with us here in Sound Off.
Challenged credit shouldn't stop you from driving the vehicle you need. With our Fresh Start credit approval at Michigan City Kia, getting into a new Kia has never been easier. Our goal is 100% credit approval. Come in today and shop our Kia Forte, Sportage, Sorento, Telluride models, and more. Don't let past challenges keep you down. Visit us in-store or online at MichiganCityKia.com.
You don't like buying a car this way.
If you're not already banking at Grand Heritage Federal Credit Union, you may be wondering what the differences are between Grand Heritage and others, like banks. Stop by today and let them show you how to put more money in your pocket by banking with Grand Heritage, a credit union. Like free checking, Christmas clubs, auto loans, Visa credit cards, children's accounts with no fees and no minimum balances. You'll also enjoy the easy-to-use mobile app and online banking at Grand Heritage. When you're out of town, you'll be able to bank at one of over 5,000 shared branches across the United States. Oh, and when you call Grand Heritage, you'll get a real person on the line, not some automated attendant. And you can take comfort in knowing that all decisions are made locally. It's simply better banking with Grand Heritage, here locally since 1955 at 201 Kumler Drive, LaPorte. Your money is federally insured by NCUA at Grand Heritage Federal Credit Union.
Surf Internet is celebrating 25 years of delivering fast, friendly, and trusted fiber optic service. Stay connected with unlimited data, free installation, and no throttling. Ever. No surprises, no long-term commitments, just reliable internet backed by local customer support. Join the celebration and get fiber internet plans starting at just $30 a month with AutoPay. Visit surfinternet.com today. Surf Internet, 25 years strong, fast, friendly, and trusted. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas.
Hotspot Cafe, located at 602 Lincoln Way in downtown LaPorte, has your bubble teas, specialty coffees, and teas. They also offer sweet treats and a light lunch menu. Love to read? They have plenty of local authors' books to purchase. Grab a friend or two and come sit and relax in the welcoming atmosphere, which the Hotspot Cafe is so well known for. Open Monday through Saturday at 7 a.m. Follow them on Facebook for up-to-date coffee and canvas events. Memories are made at the Hotspot Cafe, 602 Lincoln Way in downtown LaPorte.
Get ready to kick off your Memorial Day weekend with a shopping extravaganza. Valpo Shows is thrilled to announce their newest event, the Memorial Day Market Craft and Vendor Show. This spectacular two-day event will take place on Saturday, May 24th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Porter County Expo Center. Prepare to be amazed by over 140 vendors showcasing their unique crafts, artisanal goods, and food trucks, plus kids' activities. And one person will win an HD TV on Sunday. General admission is $5, seniors just $3, and veterans and kids are admitted free.
Hi everyone, I'm Craig Orndorff. On the next weekend in the country, we head back to the fourth weekend of May in 1987. There were lots of scandals: Gary Hart, Jim Baker, Iran-Contra, but the economy was doing great. And doing great on the country chart were Dan Seals, Dwight Yoakam, Randy Travis, The Trio, and the O'Kanes. We'll have them and more on the next Weekend in the Country.
Weekend in the Country, Saturdays 8 to 10 on 96.7 The Eagle, sponsored by Robert Tillish Appliance.
This look at the forecast at 96.7 The Eagle brought to you by Harmon Expert Auto Service. Looking for reliable and professional auto repair services? Visit HarmonExpertAuto.com, stop by 308 Washington Street, or call 325-0444 to schedule your appointment today.
Michiana weather.
Partly cloudy this afternoon with highs around 58. Partly cloudy skies again tonight. Lows dip down to about 37. From the Weather Center at HometownNewsNow.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently, it's 57 degrees.
Thank you for tuning in to Sound Off. You can now text or email your questions directly to the studio. Call or text 362-0522 or email your questions to soundoff@967theeagle.com. This is Sound Off.
And welcome back to Sound Off. Our guest again, LaPorte Mayor Tom Dermody, 362-0522. Another text message. This person says, Tom, jail the dog owner who's hiding those dangerous dogs or fine him until he turns over the dogs. Citizens should not have to live in fear of dangerous dogs.
Absolutely agree, and that's why we put Paula Stokes and Jeff in charge to do those things, at least fining and so forth, and paying the medical bills for the other dog that survived one of those pit bull attacks. There's a lot of costs that, hey, they should be responsible for.
All right, another text message. Why don't we have beautiful Lake Michigan sand at Stone Lake Beach instead of this dusty, pebbly pit sand that somebody brings in?
Well, talk to Mark Schreiber, 326-9600. Talk to him about that. And, we wanted to get the grass off for many years. The grass was intermixed, growing through the sand. I think our team has done a great job of making it all sand. So if there's an opportunity to improve it, call Mark.
All right. Another person says 1308 Lincoln Way has had water running into Lincoln Way for over a month. What is the holdup on correcting this issue?
Well, 1308, I'm not sure what area that is, but if running into Lincoln Way, I don't know if that's out in front of the gas station, but water, wastewater, I'll check on it.
Okay. I think that might be east of the courthouse. I could be wrong, but water running into Lincoln Way for over a month. Let's see. How many food trucks are there going to be at the Country and Barbecue?
I'm not sure how many are going to be there, but we know there will be a lot. Can you believe it? We're a week away from a Friday Night Live. We've got the Market Sunday, so it's starting to gin up, starting to turn up, and actually I will be one of the testers for the rib cook-off.
Ooh.
So what's your favorite rib? What would you say what should be your kind of title requirements to hand out a title on a rib? I like soft ribs. A lot of sauce?
Yeah, a lot of sauce. I like beef ribs better than pork.
Okay, so I think...
Look, he's coming ready to go.
Well, okay, so Gregory was on with me on the rock station last week, Gregory Peach, who's been working with this, and I'm lucky enough I get to be one of the judges for the barbecue on that day.
You two are lucky.
I know, right? So my qualifications for a rib, like my perfect rib, doesn't need a lot of sauce. A dry rub, very minimal, and it should just fall right off the rib.
Yeah, that's another one.
Like you should be able, if you're doing like pork ribs, you should be able to put the rib in your mouth and literally just pull it off with your lips, and that's it.
Oh.
That's the perfect rib right there.
Boy.
Maybe I'll just add some barbecue sauce on the side where I dip, I got to go. But I like Meatball's ideas. Stan, what about you? What makes a good rib to you?
Falling off the bone, no question about it. I like a lot of barbecue sauce.
You and I both.
Oh, yeah.
And then corn on the cob is an addition. But the problem is I can't do it in public because it's like a battle. I'm going to war with the food, and I've got it all over my face. And then if someone's coming up to talk to you, I got to put my hand over like this in my mouth, or I'm keeping my head down. So I like to eat my rib and my corn with a lot of butter out behind a tree somewhere where nobody can see me. And then I got to carry some picks, for your teeth, get everything out, and some wet naps, and do it away from everybody, then I'm good.
Yeah. I like to eat the corn on the cob fast too. It's like a sawmill.
They call me the typewriter, baby, because
right?
I am just like on the corn. They just call me a typewriter.
Yeah, I can't just take one or two bites. It's got to be 10 or 12 in a row as you're turning the cob all the way around like a you see it, a sawmill. Okay, yeah, the Country and Q. That's next Friday. That starts the Friday Night Live series. That should be a good one. Let's see. With school letting out, is there a curfew in place? Is there a curfew?
Not really. I mean, I'm sure there's maybe 11 or 12 o'clock, but we'll have our police out and about. And Tim Werner, by the way, who is our fabulous water department soup, waiting on a bore crew to bore that on Lincoln Way. No trench to cut across Lincoln Way that way. It hopefully will be done next week on the water standing.
Okay, great. Now, is that east of the courthouse or?
I didn't ask what building it is. I want to say I thought it was the gas station further east, right past Billy Spence's and Raymond's Insurance.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
Right, okay.
But wherever it is, it's getting dealt with hopefully next week.
All righty. Great. Let's see. Before the mayor leaves, I just wanted to say to him and to you, Stan, happy Memorial Day. Be safe and enjoy the well-deserved time off. Thanks a lot.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you.
All right, let's see. Who should I call concerning a new dead tree they planted last fall along Michigan Avenue?
So I would call 362-2327, ask for Joe or Jamie, and they will make contact with you and resolve that.
Yeah, there's some dead trees, isn't there, along the brick walkways downtown?
There are some dead trees all over, and that's why that tree grant was so important to us. I love how you're just throwing the cast out there, and I'm just spinning it in. It's like teamwork, baby.
Yeah, we're fishing to see what we can catch.
So we're still competing for that grant to say, hey, how do we get it back? It's not right. You didn't go across the board, canceling all of them. So give us our dollars back.
Okay, so that effort is still in progress.
Absolutely. And Congressman Yakum's office, Senator Banks's office has now got involved. So hopefully we'll see some support from them.
All right. Another text message. This guy must know what he's talking about with ribs. Memphis dry rub, pork ribs with sauce on the side, baby.
Yeah, I see that. That's excellent. And that's something like when you sit down, you eat a meal and you get up and you're done. But with ribs, with corn, I could eat that off and on all day. Little snacks, little pieces. It's a lot of fun. And it tastes good. I'm not sure I can point out pork ribs versus beef ribs. So I need some help here.
Pork ribs are going to be smaller.
Okay.
Beef ribs are going to be a wide rib. Pork ribs are going to be a little more narrow, depending on the size of the pig and the cow, obviously. But yeah, beef ribs are definitely going to be a lot larger, and it's going to be a darker meat.
But still,
Meatball knows what he's talking about.
I'm telling you, he is the man.
Listen, I'm a Kansas boy. I grew up on Kansas City barbecue. I lived in Oklahoma, Texas for a while. I got family in Tennessee. Like all the barbecue hot spots, Been there, lived there, loved it.
It's amazing what you can learn on our 96.7. Well, what are we officially calling it? I don't want to say the Eagle, but 96.7 the Eagle.
Yeah, 96.7 the Eagle. Yeah,
every day.
And Rock 106.5. Yeah, Meatball's in there too. He's our go-to guy for
Rock
ribs.
106.5 for rock and roll is more my lean.
All right. Now, this guy says on the water thing, he believes it's the BP station.
Yes, then that's where it is. And Tim Warner, our team is excellent.
Okay. For tree removal, possible limb removal damage from Storm A1 Loggins is a very good business. They did great on the storm damage. A1 Loggins.
Excellent. And also, you know, that brings me to the point of Friday and Saturday. We have high expectations, and we're not perfect. And perfection is difficult and nearly impossible to meet. But our water team, our street team, Jeff Batchelor and Paula Stokes at Code, our firefighters fighting the fire up on East Shore Parkway there with the building. Everybody was out and about all night long trying to help, trying to work together because we had trees coming out, are falling down. And Thursday, I think I want to say it wasn't Saturday night, but it was Thursday, Friday night. Our police, they were out dealing with things. And nobody asked, hey, what about overtime? What about this? They're just out doing it. And I've never seen where people love LaPorte so much. And it's easy to find things to fault or complain about, but they care, and they're out everywhere to keep LaPorte safe.
All right. I'll tell you what. Let's take another commercial break. Stay with us on Sound Off.
Here we grow again. Your new neighbors are here, Michigan City. The Bob Lacurcio Auto Group now owns Michigan City Ford, Michigan City Kia, and Michigan City Hyundai. New ownership means better selection, better deals, and better service. Plus, all 3 locations now offer mobile service, so we'll come to you. Call us for an appointment today and get an oil change for as low as $29.95. We're proud to serve the Michigan City community we now call home. Visit us online at blautogroup.com.
You're going to like buying a car this way.
Your hometown credit union. People helping people. First Trust Credit Union.
Hey, Mike, have you heard about the amazing auto loans at First Trust Credit Union?
What's the scoop?
Well, First Trust has low-rate auto loans. There's no application fees, and you can even delay your first payment for 60 days.
Wow, I've been thinking about buying a new car.
Yeah, you should check out First Trust. You can get a fast, easy pre-approval, and I'm sure they have an auto loan that's right for you. You can purchase something new or even refinance vehicles to get a better rate. If you need a vehicle, First Trust Auto Loan Team is waiting for you. Call First Trust Credit Union, apply online at firsttrustcu.com, or stop by a First Trust branch in Michigan City, LaPorte, Valparaiso, or Wheatfield.
All loans subject to credit approval with rates based on consumer credit scoring system. Interest will accrue during 60 days. Payment is deferred. Rate match is subject to predetermined limits.
Tired of playing What's for Dinner every night? Well, stop scrolling through your fridge like it's a social media feed. Fear not, hungry human. Domino's is here to save dinner with hot, fresh, cheesy pizza delivered right to your door. Download the Domino's app and track your order in real time and know exactly when your pizza is on the way. Plus, every time you order with the app, you're getting closer to your next reward. That's right, pizza lovers. Every slice counts. Download the Domino's app now and make pizza night even better.
You know what's better than keeping up with your neighbors? Making them jealous. At Pavey Excavating in Stoneyard, they have the landscaping materials you need to turn your home into the envy of your block, including mulch, gravel, river rock, black dirt, and boulders. So tempt your neighbors into admiring your property. Shop family-owned and operated Pavey Excavating in Stoneyard for your next landscaping project. Pavey Excavating in Stoneyard, digging the good earth since 1954 on Ohio Street, just east of Boyd Boulevard in LaPorte.
Employee pricing for all at autopart.com. The best pricing because it's real. You can lock in the price right now. 2024 Ford Escape from just $24,995. 2025 Jeep Compass from just $23,995. Over 700 new and pre-owned vehicles. One price, one person, 1 hour. That's the Auto Park way at Auto Park. Autopark.com. Escape number RUB 0219. 894. Compass number ST551683. To qualified buyers, price plus tax title and $245. In-stock inventory only. See dealer for details. Oil changes are just $24.95. Schedule now at Autopart.com. $24.95 gets you an oil change, filter, tire rotation, brake inspection, top off fluids, battery test, plus checkup on filters, belts, and hoses. All included until May 31st. Schedule now at Autopart.com. We pick up and deliver with a driver you trust. Schedule your next service now at Autopart.com. Autopart.com. Excludes diesel and specialty vehicles.
When it comes to school delays or closings, you can always count on 96.7 The Eagle for fast, dependable, accurate updates. Whether it's on the air, online, and social media, we keep you up to date whenever there is a closing or delay of the area schools and businesses. School and business delay and closings are brought to you by
Settlers Place Assisted Living and LaPorte Community Federal Credit Union.
So for the latest in closings and delays, turn on your source for news, weather, and local information, 96.7 The Eagle.
What are you waiting for? The lines are open on Sound Off. Text or dial your questions now to 362-0522. That's 362-0522. Now, back to LaPorte County's original social media. Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
And welcome back again. Our guest today, LaPorte Mayor Tom Dermody, 362-0522. Another text message, Tom. Any new restaurants coming?
Not that I have officially heard of.
Unofficially. Of course, can't say that, but yes or no?
Not that I officially know.
Okay. Keep us in suspense. We like that. Let's see. The mayor hit the nail on the head. Instead of complaining about things, how about we all work together to make it better? This isn't the only mayor's town. It's also our town.
Amen. We are all in it together, and it's our team. This is my hometown, and I love it. So I think there's opportunities that we can do for our residents that make it a great place.
You want to talk about Lincoln Walk? Some people might not know what that means. You're trying to create this image of a narrower Lincoln Way, right? To get the vehicles to slow down and stay in their lanes. Where's that stand?
So as I shared some pictures here, they're testing the orange as we speak. Nick Minnick has been phenomenal at getting this done. And so we're excited very soon. Maybe as soon as next week, we'll start seeing it on Lincoln Way.
Okay.
For our Lincoln Walk, so families, elderly feel comfortable walking around the downtown and slowing down the speeding traffic, whether cars or trucks.
Yeah. We'll kind of touch on that. I mean, they're putting some type of striping down, right?
Some new striping, some, the things that stand tall, and I totally forgot the name of them. You know, not ballards, but they're flexible, and you run into them. It slows people down and makes the understanding or feel that, hey, I got to slow.
Okay.
And it comes out from the sidewalk. So it's going to force you, ballards maybe. But yeah, I'm excited.
Are we going to see any type of, you mentioned earlier in the show, using existing routes, some form of a truck route? Are we going to see that anytime soon, using existing routes or Washington Street? Or
we sure want to, especially state routes. Because of the current detour on Indiana Ave, there's a detour around and about, and I think that's a great thing to start with. That way there's not funds that have to be put towards new roads, new things, and just use current state roads and some of the roads that we have now. Seavers Road, like I said, is getting paved. Everything is coming together, and appreciate the county's support of that and working together.
Anything new with the whole LaPorte Hospital site?
Nothing that I can report that I have.
Okay.
We got some more text, though.
Some text message. This guy says, darn it, now we're all hungry. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm going to have to go home and barbecue some ribs.
Absolutely. Just talk to Meatball, man. He'll make you hungry like you got to get out for lunch.
Hey, any update on the Tipton Street overpass? Is that work going to start this year, do you think, construction?
Well, I think work has already, not construction, other work has started. We're working with the state. I know costs have come up more than probably expected, which makes it difficult. But we'll work together with the state to see how we get that there. And it's an important overpass, especially when you talk about for public safety, when seconds matter, and the only overpass is the downtown overpass. This one will provide that option on the east side of town.
Yeah, I can imagine what that's like to have an ambulance and you're the patient and you're stuck behind a train.
Oh, and we all have seen it. You know, when we get roughly 88 trains a day, it's a lot. And you don't want a family member, a friend, a neighbor waiting for that public safety because they can't get across.
The planters on State Street, some of those are going to be used this year to grow vegetables. Have they planted the vegetables yet?
You know, that's a great question. I'm not sure. You see that flowers were going in yesterday in the different planters. So hopefully, if they haven't been planted, they will very soon. And want to thank the PAC Center who have done phenomenal work of planting vegetables and growing around the city. And what a healthy way to do it than use State Street to continue to grow. So check it out when, we got a call coming in, but check it out when hopefully everybody comes to the Farmed and Foraged, Mandy Crickon, the best farmers market around, right here, downtown LaPorte, late morning, early afternoon. Get in, get out, enjoy some music, some sampling, and take some good food home.
Yeah, the planters, talk about locally grown produce. That's locally grown.
That's right there, baby.
Right? Close to home. Let's take a phone call. You're on Sound Off with Mayor Dermody. Go ahead.
Yes, I was just wanting to ask the mayor a question about paving in the town. Older lady just asked me about it. I didn't know how to answer to it, or how they go about paving. I told her I just assumed that they pave the roads that are being most traveled or most used the most. And if you live on like a tiny, tiny road of 2 or 3 houses with hardly any cars, I'm not so sure how to address that, if that'll ever get paved. It's like I told her. Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let me let you finish.
No, you're fine. I just told her. I was like, she read it on Facebook and stuff. You know how people complain on Facebook about everything. Nevertheless, I was like trying to tell him, I go, he only can work with so much money, and I think he has to pave the roads that are more well used than the ones less used for what funding he gets.
Thank you for that. And Nick Minnick again, Mike Frey's Street Department, we really appreciate their work. But I would tell you with this woman, if you could text me the address, we always want to look at it. Maybe there's some other option. But more importantly, I think in the past, many years past, LaPorte would always pave either council members' areas that they wanted or continue just to work at the worst roads. What Nick and Mike Fraze have done is really, number one, let's keep the good roads good while we then continue to build up the bad roads that need improvement. So that's the way we're headed. But please text me at 363-7293, that address, so we can take a look at it.
I'll just tell you the road. It's a tiny road called Southland on the other side of town, man. It's a tiny road.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. She didn't want me to give her address. She's older lady. She's like, I just said Southland. You know the road, Tom. You know the road.
Thank you.
Yeah. You have a good weekend, sir. Bye.
You too.
All right. Appreciate the call.
A couple other comments.
Yeah. This person's saying the LaPorte County 4-H Dairy Club has Nelson's ribs until 6 o'clock or until they're sold out. They're on Lincoln Way.
And they have ribs.
Yeah, that's the word of the day.
There we go. I'm telling you, test their ribs. Their ribs are phenomenal as well.
Okay, this person wants to know, is LaPorte going to build a dog and cat shelter? Where's a good location for this to happen?
Not as of right now. I mean, you've seen the reductions in money for all of our infrastructure, all the things that people want and need. I will tell you this. I want to thank the LaPorte County Animal Shelter who worked with us on these 11 dogs, from what I understand, or 15 dogs with Jeff, with Paula. That's great. And right now we're focused on people and people's lives, unfortunately, between animals. But Paula and Jeff are finding new ways to do things every single day, and other organizations to work with us.
Boy, how much is the city going to see a reduction of funding? Is it going to be about $1 million, $500,000, or?
You know, they have another session next year. it could be up in that $500,000 or more range, but we're going to have to look more importantly with the schools, with the county, with the trustee's office. We have to all be open to thinking about new ways to do things, how we do it. We can't be in protectionism mode. We have to live within our means like the residents have to live within our means every day. And we can't all just come out with increasing property tax, increasing income tax, and so forth. I think we're all going to have to sit down and say what's important, not a duplication of services, and unfortunately do what's right by our residents, not try to say we got to keep all this government as is.
Okay. Well, 30 seconds, Tom.
Hey, Memorial Day, get out, support our veterans that paid the ultimate sacrifice. And Chuck Steck, I believe, is our speaker this year. And come out to Fox Park, support it. But just as you spend your weekend here, and I think it's going to be a nice weekend, just don't forget, everybody knows veterans. Keep them in your thoughts, your prayers, and say thank you, because we shouldn't be doing it just on this weekend. We should be doing it every day, saying thank you. If you have any questions, 363-7293, and get out, farmed and forged. The collective, there's not a better place to be than on Sunday, to be out enjoying the good weather and picking up some local what?
Local produce.
Produce, there you go. Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right, Mayor Dermody, thanks a lot as always for coming on Sound Off. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time on Sound Off. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us and voicing your opinion on this edition of Sound Off. The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the host or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. Sound Off airs live every Monday and Friday, immediately following Update 12 News, and is available online after the show is over under the podcast menu at hometownnewsnow.com. Mark your calendar and join us again for the next edition of Sound Off, right here on 96.7 The Eagle.